Hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel. I'm finally doing a Superstars review for this week. Well, actually last week. Um Normally Superstars is posted on Thursday, but WWE didn't post it until today, which is Sunday. I'm not sure why that happened, but they posted it today, so I'm gonna do my sorry, I'm kind of tired. It's 11:46 p.m. right now, almost 12. After this, I'm doing my Raw predictions video. So after you watch this, make sure you watch my Raw predictions video. Um, Superstars. This is Superstars for I don't even remember what the date was. I gotta check my calendar. Um, the 20th. This is Superstars for September the 20th. 2012. The first match of the night was Ted DiBiase versus JTG, which is very interesting because Ted DiBiase has been gone since March. Haven't seen Ted for a long time. So who knows what this means for Ted DiBiase? I mean, when he returned to Superstars, which isn't really a good show to be on in the first place. If you're on Superstars, that really isn't a good thing. I say that on every one of my Superstars video, but it really isn't good. You should be on SmackDown Raw. Superstars is like WWE's dumpster. Like if you aren't doing good on SmackDown Raw, they send you to Superstars, basically. So Ted DiBiase, I don't even know what show he was on when he left WWE when he got injured in March. I have no idea what show he was doing. But he returned to Superstars, so he may be a Monday Night Raw tomorrow. It's possible. You know, we just gotta wait. And JTG, well, I haven't seen JTG. When was the last? I haven't seen him in like 3 months, 2 or 3 months. Really. I mean, whatever happened to Shaq, that big dude, when it used to be Crime Time? Hold on, I just noticed that we used to have Crime Time, now we have Prime Time. So was that supposed to be a replacement of Crime Time? Whatever happened to Shaq? I don't know. What happened to him? Somehow JTG is still under contract. I don't even know how that's possible. I really don't. He can't be making no money. I know he can't. I don't know. I haven't seen both of these guys in months. That's why it was interesting to see both of them in the ring together. Both start off the match. Um, JCG has this new style going on. He dropped the whole gangster gimmick. He's becoming more. He's trying to become more of a traditional wrestler, which he's still adapting to. It was a 5 minute match. It was a good match. They both were impressive, but Ted DiBiase pulled off the win. So hopefully Ted DiBiase will be able to work his way back up to the ladder like he was in March before he was injured. He may be on Raw, so he may be on Raw tomorrow, Monday Night Raw. So look out for him. Hopefully he doesn't stay with Superstars. As far as JTG, I don't know. The guy, he's changed his style up, but he's still needs to work on his wrestling skills. So I don't know what to say. I can't really say that I like him or don't like him. I still don't know why he's under contract. I really don't. But I say that about a lot of people. I mean, I don't like to see people unemployed, but I mean, doing, if you aren't making a name for yourself in the business, then I think you should be gone. No, that's my personal opinion, but it is what it is. Then Jinder Mahal versus Drew McIntyre. And I was very surprised to see Drew McIntyre on Superstars because Drew McIntyre was hand chosen by Vince McMahon. He was supposed to be the chosen one. And now 2 years later he's on Superstars. Do anybody when Drew McIntyre first debuted on SmackDown? I liked the guy. He was awesome. But 2 years later, he's on SuperStars, and I don't know if you can blame him or if it's WWE for not using him to his full potential. I think that's where TNA beats WWE because WWE has tons of talent. They just don't use the superstars correctly. We don't want to keep seeing John Cena win the belt a million times. You know, the belt bounces between CM Punk and then CM Punk and Cena. Then on SmackDown we have Randy Orton and Sheamus. Those are the two top guys. Even though I like Randy Orton, I can't complain. But they use the same people. It's the same main events. It's the same storylines with different people. We need to spice things up. They aren't using their talent to the full excuse me capability. They aren't using their talent to the full capability. That's WWE's main what kind of main fault, like problem, I guess you could say. And also it's interesting because earlier on Twitter today, if you have a Twitter, you probably noticed this, but earlier trending was give us what we WWE give us what we want. And basically I was scrolling through the tweets. Basically it was telling people to bring back Jeff Hardy, Batista, get rid of the PG era. That's basically all the tweets were talking about. So I don't know if any of the officials were monitoring Twitter and they saw that, but I did, and I found it interesting that enough people were talking about this that it started trending. So hopefully WWE will get rid of this PG era and bring back some good people to WWE. I don't know if anybody, they probably do. Who knows? Hopefully they read the tweets and they took some notes on it. I think I don't know if they really listen to their tweets or not, but I will say if you've been watching my, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be talking about the Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre match, but I get sidetracked a lot. That's why my reviews become 15 and 20 minutes long because I talk about other things. But I'm just going to speed this up real quick. If you've been watching my channel, my reviews since I started at the end of May of this year, you will know that WWE they switched out Sin Cara, but I think I was the only one that noticed it. They switched him off for Hunico at the time. I noticed it because I paid close attention to things. And what the one thing that got me was that Hunico and the regular Sin Cara, they are two different sizes. So how they tried to replace them and think nobody was going to realize that was just completely stupid. And also the way the real Sin Cara grabs the top ropes. When he used to jump on a trampoline and go over the, now he just runs down and slides under the ropes. But before he used to run down, jump on a trampoline and go over the top ropes. Well, the way the real Sin Cara grabbed the ropes was different from the way Hunico was grabbing the ropes. So I paid attention to that and I said something isn't right about that. And also with Sin Cara size is different. So for like a whole month or 2 months, I sent tweets to WWE saying bring back the real Sin Cara, and he finally came back. I don't know if he came back because my tweets or if he came back because it was part of the storyline. But I hopefully WWE paid attention to the tweets that was trending on Twitter today, and they take some notes, and hopefully they will start improving the programming. But anyway, back to the match. Mahal versus Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, I mean, he isn't doing anything in the business. 2 years ago, he was on top. Now he's on Superstars. Release his contract. Get rid of him. I mean, really, I hate to say that. I don't like to see people unemployed, but what is he doing in the business? I mean, really. I mean, Jinder Mahal, he used to suck. I did not like Jinder Mahal, but after his matches for Ryback, he's been really improving. Jinder Mahal is slowly making his way up the ladder. Jinder Mahal is improving every week. A year or two ago, I didn't like him. What happened to the Great Khali? You haven't seen him in like 2 or 3 months, but Jinder Mahal has improved. Um, Dum. Sometimes I write stuff down for my reviews and I have no idea what it says. Da drum. I have no idea what this means. Da. I need to start writing more clear. I have no idea what that means. Oh, wow. I need to start writing more clearly. He dominated most of the matches. That looked that did not like dominate from Decade. If you can see that, I don't know if you can see that. It's probably backwards. Where would it be? It would be right before the green. Dominated. Um, he Jinder Mahal, he did dominate most of the match, and it looked like he was gonna win, but somehow I have no idea. Somehow Drew McIntyre pulled off the win. Somehow he did. I have no idea how he did it, but he pulled off the win. And then also Hell in a Cell pay-per-view is coming up. I wanted to just throw that out there because I'll probably do my Hell in a Cell predictions, just like I did Night of Champions at SummerSlam. What other pay-per-views did I do? And Money in the Bank. Yeah, because I haven't been doing this that long. So Hell in a Cell is coming up soon. So get ready for the promos for that. Then we have David Otunga versus Tyson Kidd. Tyson Kidd, he's been doing good. Um, really improving. Um, he's a good wrestler. He could be a United States champion, intercontinental champion. I could see that on him. But he needs to get away from superstars. He needs to make it to Raw. That's where he needs to go. But he's a good wrestler. I mean, I like the guy. I mean, I can't. His wrestling skills are about 80% there. He still has a lot to improve on, but I think he's better than Zack Ryder. Because Tyson Kidd, his momentum is going up and up and up. Zack Ryder sometimes is up, sometimes it's down. His momentum is all over the place. He has a good fan base, but this isn't about Zack Ryder. Tyson Kidd is a good wrestler. He deserves to be on Raw. So hopefully he will get his big chance to main event on Raw someday. Maybe he will since John Cena is out with the arm injury for 6 weeks. So make sure you check out my video about that. I did a video about John Cena being injured for 6 weeks. So check that out on my channel. But David Otunga, you may not like the guy. I like the guy as a wrestler. I don't like him as the lawyer he plays, but David Otunga is a good wrestler. Well, he has a good body for wrestling. He still needs to work on his wrestling skills a little bit. I think he spent too much time off the ring. He's too busy. He's with people power, and then he needs to be. I think if David Otunga was in a week every week, he could be a good wrestler. He could be a tag team champion, intercontinental champion, United States champion, WWE champion, world heavyweight champion. If he was in the ring every week, he does all these behind the scene roles, being Del Rio's lawyer, and he does too much behind the scenes. So I think that has a plays a part in his lack in wrestling skills because he's more behind the scenes guy. Yes, he is a lawyer, but he's also a wrestler. So I think he still needs to work on his wrestling skills some more. But He deserves. I think once he works on his wrestling skills, he'll be fine. He has the complete package. Nice body. He has the brain smarts. Just need to work on his wrestling skills. He could be a WWE champion or heavyweight champion if he put his mind to it. He just needs a push from WWE once he gets his wrestling skills together. Um, but he won the match, so that's good. Because David Otunga hasn't won a match in a long time. It's been months, so it's good that he won the match. And then main event was tag team action. It was Prime Time versus the Usos. It's a good match. WWE is trying to bring back its tag team division. One of the tag teams we have are Kane and Bryan, Primo Epico, the Usos, Prime Time. It's sometimes Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio, but that's kind of unofficial, really. They just tag team together. But if they became tag team champions, that would be nice. The Usos, I'm not really impressed with the Usos. I'm not. Because being that Rikishi is their father, I would expect them to have made a big name for themselves in WWE. And they're on Superstars. You hardly see them on Raw. You hardly see them on SmackDown. They're on Superstars. With Rikishi being their father. If I was a WWE wrestler, I wouldn't mind. Being on Superstars. You're wrestling for the WWE, so at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You still get to wrestle, but it's about main eventing on shows like SmackDown and Raw. You get more exposure being on SmackDown and Raw than you do on Superstars, which is online. But Rikishi being their father, I just not impressed with them. They should be tag team champions right now. And Prime Time, they're too cocky for me. They really are. At first, when Prime Time was on Superstars and they were trying to make a name for themselves, I liked them because they were young guys trying to move up in the business. But once they made it on SmackDown and Raw, they started getting too cocky for me. I really don't like them. I really don't. But it was a good match. And they're a good team. Even though they're cocky, they're a good team. And that's how they win matches. It was a 10-minute match. Long pay-per-view. Well, not really long, but it was a good tag team action match. 10 minutes long. Like I said, Prime Time, they're real cocky, but they're a good team. And they get the job done. So you can't complain about that. So would they be future tag team champions? Could they be Dane Bryan and Kane? It's possible if they injured Kane, that's possible. It could be possible. The one thing I don't see about Rey Mysterio and Cara, I don't think they could be. They probably could, but I'm just thinking about their small size. Trying to beat Kane today and Bryan, that would be challenging, but I would like to see that. But Prime Time put off the way. Oh, excuse me. Woo. Need some coffee. But that is my Superstars review for September 20th, 2012. Even though I uploaded it today, but WWE was real. They was 3 days behind. Not sure what happened. It's normally uploaded on Thursday, but they didn't upload until today, which is Sunday. Well, now it's Monday because it's 12:05. And this is a long Superstars review. Lately, my reviews have been longer. I don't know why, but they just became longer than they normally are. Schedule-wise, Tuesday, Raw review, Thursday Superstars, Friday TNA, Saturday SmackDown, Sunday Raw predictions. That's my schedule. So if you like this video, you can like it. If you dislike it, you can dislike it. Leave your comments. If it requires a response, you will get one within 24 hours. Make sure you check out my channel for all my new videos. Your questions answered part 4 is coming up this week, so make sure you check out your questions answered 1, 2, and 3. They're on my channel, and check out my video about John Cena being out for 6 weeks. They're all on my channel, so make sure you subscribe.